Welcome to Panagate Global. This is your go-to guide for exporting, procurement, and global business growth. In this episode, we are going to be spotlighting one of Canada's most powerful export categories, that is grain and wheat. Let's explore why Canadian grains are globally trusted, where the demand is growing presently, and how you as an individual or even as a business can start exporting successfully today. Why are we talking about grains? Why are we talking about wheat? Grain is one of the most consistent and scalable exports from Canada, and this includes wheat, barley, oats, rye, and buckwheat, and many more. Why do we export grain from Canada? Why are we talking about exporting grains from Canada? As you may know, Canada is a global top exporter of high quality grain. I think we are number two in the world, maybe after Russia. I'm not very sure. Canadian grains have long shelf life. They are very easy to store and ship. The demands for Canadian grain spans food, beverage, and even cosmetics industries. Canadian grains fits bulk and value-added packaging strategies. There's a strong fit for global food security efforts and nutrition programs. Canadian grains can play a major role, a major part in this. Global demand and target market for Canadian grains. There's a global demand for Canadian grains, and it's rising. And this is due to the quality and purity and reliability of a product. Key export markets for us will be in Asia, there's China, Japan, Vietnam, and the Philippines as well. In Africa, Nigeria is going to be a major one, Ghana and Kenya. In the Middle East, we're looking into United Arab Emirates. We're looking at Saudi Arabia, and we're also looking at Egypt. In Latin America, countries like Mexico and Colombia. You can export Canadian grains in the form of raw bulk. That's number one. Number two, you can export it as milled flour. And third one will be value added. Let's say you really want to have a private label packaging. You can export it in that form as well. How do you export grain out of Canada? Um, Step number one, which is to me, which is very important. You have to work with a registered farms or cooperatives, and these organizations can mainly be found in Saskatchewan and Alberta and Manitoba. And number two is that you have to ensure the grain meets grade number one of Canadian standards. Step two, you have to understand your export market. In what form do you really want to export? Do you want to export in bulk format? Do you want to export in retail? Or do you want to have a private brand name for yourself? I mean, for your product. Step number three, documentation and labeling. Canadian Food Inspection Agency export certificates might be needed. You really want to find out if this product needs to be exported. Do you need a CFIA export certificates? You can find out this information from the person you're buying. I mean, the organization you're buying from. You can find out from the millers themselves or even the cooperatives, because at a certain time they must have done something like that in the past, so they will let you know. Then also you want to make sure that the destination country where the products is being shipped to, you really want to know whether they are requesting you to have something called sanitary documentation. You really want to know that, and so you might be able to find that out from your freight forwarders, right? Then the people that you're reselling to, let's say you're buying here from Canada and you're taking it to Nigeria, you really want to find out uh, the organization that you're selling into. How do they want you to package it? What kind of labeling are they requesting for? Step number four will be shipping and logistics. Uh, when you want to ship, you can't do it yourself, right? So you have to use a freight forwarders. But when you're getting a freight forwarders, when you're getting the service of freight forwarders, you really want to ask them, have they ever handled grain in the past? And the reason why that is important is that you really want to use somebody that have the experience of your product. And so that's the number two. Choose the right input times. You have to choose that from the beginning. When you're dealing with the supplier, you really want to make that arrangement in place. Are you buying FOB, or are you buying CIF or CFA or DDP or whatever it is? Whatever input terms, you really have to know that. And before you sign those dotted line, you really want to make sure that you have the idea of the input terms you're going to be using to ship the product. Getting logistics support for ocean freight or rail or port delivery. Yeah, small players can partner with larger exporters, or you can decide to use Panagate trade facilitation support, and we can take you through all of this from the beginnings to the end. We are going to be involved. And so if you're in the grain or wheat space, or you're exploring, this is your moment. With high demand, Canadian credibility, and strong export infrastructure, you can start small and grow globally. Thank you. See you next time.